Welcome back to Mobius Tank's playthrough of Fallout 4. I just cleared everything outside. I'm going to go through the interiors of the buildings really fast and strip them of everything I can find. I will miss stuff. There's just too much to try and get it all. But once I'm done with that, then I'll save that video and move into settlement building after that. I thought about skipping this, but I thought it might be kind of fun to go through it and people might see stuff that they never saw before or missed. Because I'm always finding on new playthroughs, I'm always finding new things that I never saw. I do try and keep the radios, and I'll put them on the shelves or set them in the corner of the floor, whatever I can do with them, and then kick them on. Uh-oh. There it is. I just did not set it in place. But that way I can wander by buildings later on, and there'll be radios, you know, going, and it kind of adds to the atmosphere of the game. So, again, you're going to go through these buildings and you'll find stuff that you missed that you just didn't see because you were in a hurry. If there are things contained in containers, 9 times out of 10 they will be put in your storage and you'll be able to get them out later. You'll find weapons and outfits and all kinds of stuff. You'll want to watch out for like the summer shorts and those kinds of things that give you charisma, which will help you with speech checks later on. Because you can always stack charisma on your clothing, and that'll help you out. You could stack agility, perception, anything that's on armor, but charisma seems to be the one that really comes through because you can gain vendors and other stuff by having extra charisma. So, never hurts to have it. It's about the only extra clothing I keep in inventory if I don't have it on what I've got on, so that I can switch to it if I need to pass a speech check that I deem is important. So, the one thing generally you won't get is the items you need for the beacon, for the settlement beacon. And you might have to travel to a vendor to buy that. It's crystal that doesn't show up, but occasionally I'll get lucky and find it in one of the containers I loot. And that solves the problem. So there's a radio here. I'm going to take that with me. I'll park it in the corner over here. And I'll do the same thing I did last time and drop it. It doesn't work. And fire that up. So now there's going to be noise in this house forever and ever and ever. I don't know what the radios run off of, but you never have to recharge them. I'm going to move this cooking station over to my other workstations, so they're all located in the same place. The chemistry station and the cook station are the two key ones that are off in the wrong spot, and so you pick those up and you move them over there. You'll also want to be sure to pick up, you know, the books that are in your own house from the beginning of the game, because they'll give you certain buffs. Always be looking out for triggers for booby trap devices. I miss those quite often and get picked on for it, because you get experience for disarming them and you get key ingredients for finding them. Let's see now. Okay, so right here, there's a makeshift bomb right there. You click it, you disarm it, and then the tension trigger, you can click that and disarm that. And then instead of picking the lock on the safe, I just store the safe, and all that stuff that's in there goes into my inventory. So I don't lose it by doing that, and it takes less time than the alternative of actually going through and trying to pick it. And a Med-X, put that in our inventory. And it doesn't take long to scrap these houses. It's a formality, but there's a lot of stuff in there to use. So it does not hurt to do it and take care of it. There, we'll just pop him. Alright, back to what I was doing. Now that those two are toast. Alright. This room only has that in there. So I just make one big loop around all the buildings, take care of them all. Once they're cleared out, they didn't, you know, they don't respawn the junk. So you only have to do this once. I've used the houses as the main settlement buildings. Just doesn't feel honest to me, I guess. I guess I probably should get over that. But I like building the extra structures and giving people new places to live as opposed to these burned out buildings. Maybe I think of it the wrong way, but I also get a lot of experience for building the stuff, so I can come out of this settlement with a couple levels and be a little bit ahead of where I would be if I didn't mess with it. So, works for me. Alright, let's see. Okay. So now we're coming to our house. And we want to grab Grognak. That critical hits and unarmed melee attacks permanently do 5% more damage. Not bad. My coffee cup from the day of the apocalypse. Sean's baby bottle. Disturbing. Alright. So, like I said, this is kind of mind-numbing, I agree. But once it's done, it's done. Don't have to go back and do it twice. And it'll allow me to have those resources to utilize. Okay. Sean's special book. Oh, what do I want to use it on? I think I'm going to give myself more endurance. May have been a mistake, but I've got lots of charisma right now, so endurance give me some more hit points and help me down the road. All right. Almost done with the neighborhood. I've got 3 more houses to go, and then I'm finished with this part of it, which is a good thing. It's bubble gum. You got to put that away as opposed to you can't scrap it. I love all the Halloween decorations that are left over from when the apocalypse happened. The scary part is it would happen on my 103rd birthday is when the apocalypse supposedly happened. Talk about disturbing. Not that I plan on living to 103, but definitely weird. Alright, 2 more houses to go and we can start building. Sorry, had to take a drink. Fighting being sick, our house has not been without colds lately, it seems. Kind of screwed up our Thanksgiving. But that's the way it goes. Still had a good meal, and I hope everybody else had a good Thanksgiving. I got to spend time with their family. Just we couldn't go and do the big things because too many other people to get sick, and we don't like doing that. That just doesn't seem right, so... Excuse me. All right. Come on. Almost got this done. I'm excited because I like the building aspect of the game. It's one of my favorite parts of it. Above and beyond everything else in the game, I think that part added the most depth to it. Of course, I know there are people that would argue that that's not the case. I know people that don't enjoy it at all, but I really do. This is somebody's holdout from when the war happened. He had everything piled up in his kitchen trying to keep himself safe. Unfortunately for him, it didn't work out so well, as we will find out momentarily. Because he's in the corner. And there he is. Hey, he had a 10mm pistol, though. Normally, that's a pipe pistol. That's cool. Alright. Ooh, I got bobby pins, I think. Always handy. Start the radio. Now in Fallout 3 there was an achievement for starting so many radios in the game. I never got it because it was like all of them, and it would have been annoying. Okay, cool. So we're done scrapping the entire town, and or I should say subdivision. And now we'll start building. So I'm going to stop this video here. Be sure to check the like button if you enjoyed it, and we will start fresh here in a few minutes. Thank you.